Hi, and welcome to Tuesday's Tips with Laurie. I have Brittany here with me today. I hope you are all looking forward to this today. It's going to be lots of fun. We're going to show a demo and some tips and tricks of using these orange pop rulers and kind of what the orange pop rulers all entail.
Yeah, and we're doing a giveaway at the end, so stay tuned for the whole video to find out how you could win one set of our orange pop rulers.
That is a great, that's a great win. Great win. So to start out with, I just wanted to kind of show you the whole purpose of the orange pop rulers. So here I'm going to take this square set, and you can see how they nest together. I'll lay them back down so you can see. This is the coolest feature, is that they all nest one inside of another, just like that flat. So this middle ruler will pull out for now. We don't need it, and we're going to gather these other three and we're going to bring them over here. So depending on the size of your project, what I like about these rulers is they come in 2-inch increments. So it's 4x4, 6x6, 8.5 by 8.5. So it cuts it at the 8.5 by 8.5. So when it's finished, you've got an 8.5 by 8.5, 8 by 8, 6x6, 4x4 when it's sewn in your quilt. So how many times have you ever made something and then you're supposed to trim it down and you're looking at it going, okay, if I trim this much on this side, I need to make sure that it's equal, and after putting all that work into it, you really don't want to miscut. Then you're starting over from scratch. So what I like to do is I take the smallest ruler first, so I can place it and visually see. It's a great visual field, and I can place that right in the middle. And if I feel like, oh, it's slightly crooked, I can twist it, I can tilt it. And once I've got it in place, there's grips on these rulers. Can you see those, Brittany? Those are great grips that come so that this ruler won't slide around on you. And what I like to do is nest, meaning I like to put another larger one on the outside so it has more gripping room. So 2 tips to doing this is, tip number 1 would be nest it and add your extra ruler around the outside so you have more gripping room. Second one is get a rotating mat. That's really helpful. So I'll show you how simple it is. When you go to cut, you simply cut, and there's extended channels, and then you rotate, and then you'll cut from channel to channel, and you rotate, and it's that simple. And it was really easy to line that up. And then there's your piece, and it's ready for you to stitch. You can sew it right into your... Do you want to tell us about this?
Right into this cute little pillow.
Yes.
Yeah. So this design comes from this pillow, and these are designs that you can download on our website. It's just on our main page of the website. If you scroll down a little bit, it has these products that you can download to use with your orange pop rulers. So we have these little cupcake designs to make the 9-patch pillow, and then you'll use the square rulers for this pillow, and then this is also another download that you can use the rectangle to make this little table runner. Isn't that adorable?
And the greatest part, these are tumbler blocks, and this is so cool. You can check this out. Our rectangle set comes with that tumbler block right here. So this rectangle one is how you make these.
So when you cut them out, they look like this. These are some of our tumbler blocks that we used our tumbler block ruler to cut. Yeah.
Super simple.
So that's how you get that cute little design.
And then it includes the 1/4-inch seam for you so that you can just stitch those right together without having to worry about anything. It's great. All right, along with the square set, you can even go bigger. Let's say your design, you want to pop out the middle, and you can make it even bigger. So I'm going to show you what the centerpiece is. So the center of this ruler is actually, it's squares at half square triangles. So there's a 2.5 by 2.5 and a 4.5 by 4.5 half square triangles. So Brittany has made a couple half square triangles, so I can show you kind of how that's done. So we want to square this one down to 2.5 by 2.5. So I lay my ruler with the line going right along there, and there again, if you have the rotating mat, that's the greatest part. And you can see it's bigger than 2.5 by 2.5. So if I want, I can pull it all the way up here to the corner, matching this whole corner and the center diagonal line. And then, okay, I'm left-handed, sorry. I just flipped it right over to my left hand. But you could rotate your mat, and then we can just cut off this little dog ear. And there is your half square triangle, and it's 2.5 by 2.5, and it's great because this measures that right for you. So it has the extra seam allowance right there in it. So that's how you would use that. And how fun when you go to make that, then you've got your larger one, and you can even use this larger one because it has the diagonal line to square up, which we've already squared this one up, the 4.5 by 4.5 inch pinwheel. So super handy, love this.
So that one comes with the square set. Is the half square triangle ruler is the bonus ruler that comes with the square set. And then with our rectangle set, we've got the tumbler block there, and then there's a flying geese ruler here that has you can square up small, so 1.5 by 2.5 flying geese, or a large 4.5 by 2.5, or 4.5 by 2.5. Yep, that's it.
And it also comes with a small, just a small 3-inch ruler, which is, well, 2.5-inch ruler, which is so, 3.5-inch ruler, which is so handy to have right by you if you're trying to measure those little seams. Is that a quarter? You can easily just have that at your disposal.
Yeah, I recently just made my first quilt, and I used this to measure
Oh
my seams because, I needed help. But it turned out great.
And I was going to show you the fun part about this is you can fussy cut as well. It doesn't have to just be for centering designs, but fussy cut. So here I've got some wonderful fun fabric, and I'm looking at it going, you know what, I want this part, but I need it to be a certain size. How do I do that? How do I go about that? So I kind of like this today's special part right here. So I'm going to face it towards you so you can see kind of what I'm going to do. So I want the word spooky, and I want to have these particular items right there in the middle. So I'm going to center that with this, and then I can add my extra nesting ruler. Now if I wanted to, I could actually, if it's a larger fussy cut piece, you can add the outside and you can pull away the inside, and I could make it bigger, and I could even do it bigger yet, and I know that that's centered right in the middle of my design. So any of those harder, fussy cuts, that's really hard to center what you want right in the middle of that hoop. But this is a great way. So I start out smaller and right here, but I want a little more space. You can see it's really kind of close. So I'm going to pull out the inside, and then I'm going to cut it, or I could even go further and go even bigger if I wanted to. But I'm going to do this one right here. So I'm going to fussy cut this piece right here. And there again, you just use the channels, you rotate. Rotating mat is just, it's an excellent way to go. Otherwise you're trying to move your fabric all over the place.
That can get messy.
And there you go. And you can see that this ended up right in the middle of what I wanted it to cut.
Yeah.
Isn't that fun? So Brittany, do you want to tell us how we can win?
Yes, who's ready for a giveaway? So all you have to do is first go to the Kimberbell Designs Facebook page and like our page. Second, leave a comment on this video and tell us what Kimberbell project you want to make next. We'll put this information and other details about the giveaway in the video description, so you can reference that just after the video ends.
That's great. So 2 things.
Yeah.
Like our page and leave a comment saying what your next future Kimberbell project is going to be.
Yeah. We're excited to hear from you.
We look forward to this. And is there a time limit?
Yeah.
There's a time limit
Yep,
on
so
this.
you have 24 hours to enter. And we'll have 4 winners. So there will be 4 people that get to choose either a square or a rectangle set of rulers.
There you go.
Yep.
So make sure that you share the video so that your friends can see it and enter as well.
Yeah, thanks for joining us today.
We'll see you next Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining.